So now it's asking us to rotate the arch at 180 degrees around the y-axis. So we've got our y-axis up here, and these little arrows are going to allow us to rotate that. So if we click on that and move it around, you can see that it's snapping at the different major points, and we want to get that to 180, like so. Just give it a check, that looks pretty good. And then we want to move the arch upwards by 20 millimetres. So again, to move it upwards, we're going to drag the little black cone and take that up 20. Now, if you want to get that a bit more accurate, it might be better to change the snap grid back to 1 millimetre. You can click on it and you can actually type in 20 and press your enter key, and it does that for you as well. Okay. Just move your arch around so you can see what you're doing, and you need to drag out 2 of these red boxes, like so, and place those underneath your arch. Okay, and we need to align those so that they are in the correct position. We'll do that one first. So select the box and the arch, click on the align tool, pan around so you can see what you're doing, align that one there to the left. Same on the other side, click on that box, shift and select your arch, and align those 2 onto the right. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you group all 3 objects and align it. Just make sure again that they're all central to each other, and that will help with the supporting. And then continue to the next step. So next we're making the abutment. Okay, so this is 3 pieces of structure that just hold it all together. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, using the top keystone here, we're going to drag out a work plane and place it on top. Just going to pan that around, and we're going to drag out a box shape and align it up as best we can visually, but we can use the align tool to make sure that that's set up afterwards. We need to change the size of our box, so we're going to change the height of it using this little black square down to 6 millimetres. Again, if you change your snap grid back to 1 millimetre, it does make that a little bit easier. Okay, then we're going to alter the width of it to, what does it say, 130 millimetres. It tells us that just here. Now, because it's moving in both directions there, I'm actually going to just type this in, press enter, and equally I'm going to make that back to 20 because I've accidentally edited that as well. And then we can align that up to the centre anyway. So if we click our arch, and our abutment piece and align it, we want those into the centre. Now if you can see the thing there, it shows you what it would look like. Now I can see that I've forgotten to group the whole of the arch. So what I'm going to do first, because otherwise it'll cause problems, is I'm going to just group the arch and the 2 red boxes. So that when I align it, it's not going to make a mess of it. So I can select that one and that one, align it into the centre, like so. Also, when you're aligning it, remember what we're doing now, to align it centrally that way as well, just to help. Okay, now, so we can copy and paste this box. It tells us they're in step 6. So, copy, drag the workplane helper to the outside surface of your impost and paste your box. I'm just going to move that around. Drag out my workplane and I'm going to paste that onto there. Now that's done that on the wrong side. So I'm going to move that up. Now you can see where it says minus. If I just keep moving that, I should get back to 0 at some point whilst I'm dragging that out. So there we go. So that's at 0. And if I rotate that round 90 degrees, move it to the side. I'm just using my arrows to do this because again I find that easier. So it's in line. I can drag it down to the bottom there. Again, I've managed to change the size of it slightly there, so just make sure you're keeping it at 20mm on the width, otherwise it won't line up at all. I'm just going to click home so I can see the whole of my object. And again, I'm just going to drag that down so it aligns up with the top. Change my width back to 20 again, just to make sure. And that looks about spot on. Just needs to come down slightly. So I'll just use my cursor tool to bring that down. There. I'm then going to align them. Now I'll wait to do that. So I'm going to copy that one. Copy. Move that around. Drag that workplane onto there. Paste. Again. Bring that back to 0. Like so. And move it along again using my cursor because that's the easier way for me to do it. So now if I pan that around and if I select everything, move it around and align everything to the centre just to make sure it's nice and neat. Then I want to select my red pieces and I just want to align those so they're all at the top. So find your little key and that's done. and then we can group it all. And we've got a complete arch. So I hope that's useful for you. I'd like to have a go, and if you can I can see what you're doing on your Tinkercad account anyway, so I can moderate your work on there once you've had a go at it. Okay, enjoy, and thank you for watching.